What is going on, everyone? Just the Buzz here. If you're new to the channel, I make Charlotte Hornets content, so if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the Charlotte Hornets swept the season series with the Dallas Mavericks by winning 2 back-to-back games. Well, the games weren't back-to-back, but we played them back-to-back, if that makes any sense. We played the first game on Friday, and then we played the second game earlier today. So this is going to be actually probably my second upload today. So if you're an OG of the channel, remember when I used to upload 2, 3, 4 times a day. I mean, this was just a special case because, you know, I don't like doing game recaps, but the energy was different. I think people, believe it or not, are taking note of the, like, I wouldn't say national media, but people who aren't Charlotte Hornets fans are taking note of how significantly better our defense has become since All-Star break. I think it's something that, I mean, it really should be applauded. And really, there's 2 people to really thank, well, 3 people to really thank for that. That's Steve Clifford himself, Dennis Smith Jr., and Mark Williams. Those 3 guys, I think, do a great job of just pushing this team forward into being a better defensive team. We see now players are just mentioning how important defense is in their interviews, post game, pre game, whatever. They're talking about how important defense is, and those 3 guys hope the Charlotte Hornets have the defense they have in many different ways. So, for example, Steve Clifford, he's just preaching. He's preaching to these guys every day how important defense is, how easier the offense will come to you when you play defense. And I think that's a good way of pitching it. Now, I'm not in the locker room. I'm not saying that that's what he's saying, but I wouldn't be surprised. You have a team who identity last year was offense. A great way for you to reach out to these guys and kind of have these guys understand you and have them buy into what you're doing is if you're Steve Clifford and then you tell them your offensive game will be a lot better if you add some defense to it. We will be able to create so many opportunities for you and your teammates if y'all buy in on defense. And we've seen it since the beginning of the season. It's been getting better and better and better, and now we're here. And I think that they're just doing a great job. I think Steve Clifford just has these guys really bought in. The way Dennis Smith Jr. affects it, I mean, we saw today he would guard Kyrie, he would guard Luka. I'm not saying he's responsible for all of these, but I'm gonna read you Luka's stats today. So he was 12 for 29. I think that's excellent. That's below 50% from the field. He hit a lot of threes. He was 7 for 16, which is actually not that bad, but it's still below 50. So I'll take it. I mean, he was, what is that, like low 40% shooting from 3. And he had 40 points. You see Luka had 40 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. You're going to think, oh, he destroyed them. But no, Luka had to earn every point. So did Kyrie Irving. I mean, Kyrie Irving was 5 for 15, and he had guys like I said, Dennis Smith Jr. guarding him. Bryce McGowan's guarding him. I think that Bryce McGowan's also played a good role in today's game, but overall with the defense, I think Dennis Smith Jr. he brings that intensity on defense. So the coach is preaching defense. I think Dennis Smith Jr. just brings that fire, brings that energy to the rest of the team. And every team needs someone like that. And I think Dennis Smith Jr. is doing a great job, not to mention that he's one of the better perimeter defenders in basketball when healthy. So, and he's proven that this season. This is not just me making that up or being in denial or a crazy Charlotte Hornets fan. This is me saying that because it's true. We've seen it time and time again. Dennis Smith Jr. puts people on lock when he has a chance. And then Mark Williams, the rookie. How does one rookie play such a dramatic effect on the defense of a team that's known for not being good at defense? What Mark Williams' role is exactly what he's doing, is to buy in and just be there. That's literally what it is. He bought into the system. You can tell he wanted to play from the beginning of the season, and he said that he understood that why he had to go to the G League and get better as a player. But he bought in early. He's a rookie and already just becoming like a defensive anchor for this team. And by be there, what I mean is just that he understands what the coach is telling him. He's making the right rotations. I mean, and then naturally, he's just built to be a good defender. But to take what coach is saying and being able to apply that on the floor and then just really, like I said, be the defensive anchor he's being, that's a reason why we're top 10, I believe, in defensive rating. And I think we're just one of the better defensive teams since All-Star break. We got rid of Mason Plumlee, and then we were concerned. I remember you know, when there was discussion of who's going to go, Mason Plumlee, Nick Richards. If Mason Plumlee goes, what is that going to do for our defense? Because at that time we seen Mark Williams, but we haven't really seen him. And what I also like is how Nick Richards, to me, he's been more of a stat defender where you look and be like, oh, he had 3 blocks, but that's only because they tried 20 times to score on him and they were 17 for 20, and then the only 3 times they missed were the 3 blocks. This time, he's not. You see that. I mean, he had 1 game, I believe, since All-Star break where he had like 4 or 5 blocks, but this time you can see that he's just bodying up more on defense. Now, he's not able to switch the way Mark Williams is. He's not able to do a lot of those things where Mark Williams like kind of floats in the paint and then runs out to the corner of the 3 and then switch, and he's not able to do all that, but he is doing a good job of just protecting the paint, and that's all we need right now. And it's just everybody is just buying in. Like I said, you got the coach preaching, you got Steve Clifford telling everybody what they need to do and what is the correct system if they want to win ball games. You got Dennis Smith Jr. bringing it to the floor, and then you just got the guy who's just physically able to be an excellent defender buying in. I think that's huge, and just for him to be a rookie, I think it's just super impressive. I think it just shows that the team's going in the right direction. And then, not to mention PJ Washington, I think if you look at the stat, this is nowhere near PJ Washington's best year. It may be on par for his best year, but if you're looking at it offensively, you're like, I think PJ's had better years despite what the numbers say. This year, defensively, though, I think this is PJ's best year. I think PJ has just shown so much on the defensive end. He's able to switch. He's able to guard guys like Giannis. I know we bring that up a lot, but that was a huge moment in the season. But he's able to handle those big wings. He's able to switch to the small ball 5 if need be. PJ is just very, very valuable with his defense. I don't care if the streakiness that he does is at now. I'm okay if that's who he is forever. If he continues to get better on defense, he'll always have a significant role on any team. I think PJ is just an excellent player. I think that he's just been playing he's been playing out of his mind on defense this year. He's not like Jaden McDaniels from the Timberwolves, but he's just, I mean, for us, for what we need, I think he's just done a great job of just being able to pick up whoever you need him to pick up. I mean, he's guarded Jimmy Butler. He's made it difficult for everybody. Like, I know Giannis had a big game against him at one point. Jimmy Butler had a game where he was just at the line all the time. But PJ Washington made it difficult for everybody, and that's all we want. I think the defensive intensity has been just great this year. It's been getting better and better and better, and I think this is like the pinnacle of it, at least for this season. I think it's going to drop off, but that's only because I think we're going to see more of JT Thor, who actually had these last 2 games specifically has done such a great job playing defense. And then Kai Jones has come in. He's another guy where, like I said, he's kind of built similar to Mark Williams, where he just has all the tools to be great defensively. Can he buy in? And Kai Jones, we see he's a happy-go-lucky guy. I think he's more than bought in. I think also he just wants to get to the best version of himself right away, and I think that's what his quote-unquote problem is. But I mean, it's going to take time. Everybody should want better for themselves. I think he's bought in, though. I think he's truly is bought in. We just haven't seen it too much because he doesn't play too much. But overall, I think this team has just come a long way all throughout the year, just getting better and better on defense. And I mean, that's all you can ask for, especially in a year like this. Can't wait to see who we draft when that comes up, which that was the video I posted earlier today. So if you add Taylor Hendricks to a team like this, I mean, you really do have a pretty good defensive team. There's no reason that they shouldn't be middle of the pack, top 10 at the next season if everything goes well, everybody's healthy, whatever. I think that would be great. But I mean, also, it just depends. I mean, the draft is so far away, we don't know. But overall, I think I'm just happy. That's really what I want to talk about. I'm just happy with the defensive effort because I've always been an effort person. I've always just been, if they can play their best, then I'm happy. And if they leave it on the floor, I'm happy. And that's exactly what they did tonight in these 2 games. I know this video really wasn't about the 2 games, but overall, these 2 games showed a message, and that message is just that this team is really bought in defensively. And I know I've said my gripes about Steve Clifford, especially with his rotations, which still are kind of but I mean, you can't knock the guy who has just this team up playing at another level defensively. I mean, that is just obvious. It's too obvious to ignore. But anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm at 709 now, so let's get that subscriber count up. I'm on the road to 1K, but thank you to each and every one of you who have just been watching any of these videos. Let me know, leave video ideas down in the comment section below. I would love to do it. I have a list of videos I want to do, but I mean, I'm always open to ideas. My goal here is to just put out the best content I can for y'all. So just leave some video ideas down below. Also, I'm going to see if I can put actual videos from the games and kind of show you more what I'm talking about when I talk about these things in my videos. I'm at the point, I didn't want to do it early in YouTube when I first started because I didn't want my videos to get taken down or copyright or anything like that. But now I'm a little further where I can kind of take the risk, and if I get in trouble, I'll let y'all know and we'll go from there. And we'll find ways. But I mean, you can follow me on Twitter at TrustBuzz, where I do breakdowns on there as well. So I mean, either way, you'll get these breakdowns. It's just whether it's on YouTube or another platform, we'll figure it out. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.